keep this comedy train going. This next act, I've gigged with them a couple of times. You're in for an absolute treat. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends and whānau, welcome to the stage, Ganesh Cherian.
Thank you. Well, you know, Mark, that we've just had on, what you don't know is that his wife, Lorraine, is on next. So I get to get between them tonight. Now, my name's Ganesh, and aside from my name, I'm ethnically ambiguous, which means no one knows what I am, which is fabulous because I get to turn up and fit in even when I'm not supposed to be there. Now, some people think that I look like Taika Waititi, which is awesome when I go downtown and get some free stuff, particularly some drinks. Not so awesome when I'm propositioned, and I have to say, you need to check with Rita about that. There's something about Taika and I, we share a common passion, and that is dressing like Hitler. So he did it to Academy Award accolations, you know, for his role as in Jojo Rabbit, right? But I did it when I was 10 at our at my school's World Leaders Day. Apparently I was ahead of my time because nobody appreciated it back then. Now, it's coming up on Sunday. It's the shortest day of the year. Very exciting. I hope you've got something amazing planned. 3:30 at Clyde Quay Wharf is the polar plunge. So I hope you'll all join me. Naked. So, a funny story is, when I went to high school, I dated a girl who ended up becoming an actress, which is fabulous. She starred in some of the biggest roles that you can have in New Zealand, like Shortland Street and Whale Rider. That's pretty cool. And she had a small stint in The Matrix, you know, in those next movies that weren't quite as good as the first one. But when I was first married, my wife Lindy and I were busy watching a movie. Have you ever seen Once Were Warriors? Yeah. Fabulous, haunting, fabulous though. There's a sequel. It's called What Became of the Broken Hearted. And so Lindy and I were watching this movie, and my ex-girlfriend's in the movie, and she has a sex scene, which became very awkward very quickly, especially when I said, where's her birthmark? And it was that she had this birthmark on her neck, which obviously, you know, they put makeup on and hid it and everything like that, but that didn't stop me getting the couch that night. So, look, one of the other big things is nightmares. You guys get nightmares?
Yep.
Yeah. Does anybody get the naked nightmare?
Yep.
Where you for some reason are completely naked in the middle of Wellington, mortified. You get that? Must be different. For me, the biggest mortification happens when I realise that I'm naked in the middle of Wellington and nobody cares. One of the problems, one of the things that happens to you when you get a little bit older, right? Before you're 40, you're worried that people will see. And then after 40, you're worried that they really don't want to see it all. So I'm very excited that a little bit later in my life, my whole identity has been validated by British TV. Because you can't watch a British drama without seeing a gorgeous Indian man. Am I right? Right. Yeah. And so everybody wants one. Everybody wants a gorgeous Indian man. And you can have one. There's like 500 million of us. They've even created an app, right? So the app, you've got the app, right? Uber. You type in your location, and this bronze Adonis sweeps you off your feet, takes you to an exotic destination, maybe even your home. They've even got Uber Eats now, right? So you can have Indian takeout. So what I'm just trying to say to you is that, if you need someone, call me. Thank you all.